Hi, I'm Debbie and I do quite a bit of things. I'm a DJ. I run a music organization called Midnight Shift, which is also a record label. And I also run a Go DJ bootcamp once a year. Too fast. KPO, where it's pretty busy right now. I play every Thursday here from 8:30 to after midnight. The greatest satisfaction, first and foremost, is definitely the music. You know, I get a lot of personal satisfaction and you know, it's almost satisfaction enough to just be playing and using the music the way it is. As a DJ, it's definitely how I can make the music sound good for other people as well and get them to appreciate it too. I practice at least about 8 hours a week, 2 times a week, together 8 hours. But ideally, I should be doing it every day for at least an hour or 2. The turntable list probably practice a whole lot more. They're at it maybe 3-4 hours a day if they're really into it. Well, I think it really depends on individuals. If you're starting out, perhaps you spend a bit more. For those who are playing gigs, they got gigs like 4 or 5 times a night. They probably don't even practice because they're doing it so often. Well, I studied in Melbourne. That was in early 2000. So my housemate was a DJ or is a DJ, and he had equipment around the house. So that was just very convenient. It's possibly the best way to start because you don't have to be buying the gear, which can be a huge investment. You're talking about a couple of thousands. So the decks were there, he had great house and techno records. And yeah, I was just picking up from there. When he was not at home, I'll be like messing around. And I was also like observing a lot because he was playing out as well. So I'll look at him and, jam. And the thing about Melbourne is electronic music is kind of mainstream there. Not say like in Singapore where it's probably rock or indie. Over there, it's really your electronic music. So whenever we go out, it's to a club or bar, and that's what they're doing, what they're playing. So it's very easy to get into it straight away. So it's through all the exposure and having the decks at home, and that's how I picked it up. I'm a copywriter during the day. I work for myself, so I work from home, and that means that I can, schedule, what I need to do when I need to do it. I think there's a misconception that, you only have one undying passion and you just go for it all the way. Well, I love music. That's something I'm never gonna give up. But I also enjoy writing, and I also love my family. So, all these are my passions, and I haven't been able to choose. So I guess that's stuff that I don't want to give up, or I refuse to give up. My friends they're definitely okay with it, but I think it's been some time now, so they've ceased to come to my parties anymore because, well, maybe they just heard me so often. My mom was initially a bit apprehensive because, to be honest, being a DJ, you're working really late. She was like, these places, so back then, to smoke in clubs, so it was like, so smoky, so much alcohol, are you sure this is good for you? But my dad has always been supportive. He even like ferried me to and fro my gigs, and he's even attended a couple. Interesting ones probably when I was in Seattle with the Red Bull Music Academy. It was a private party at a basement in some kitchen at the basement of this hotel, and I was playing next to like international DJs, really big, great ones. But we were all doing it in a basement in a kitchen. So and the vibe was just great. People were just playing, everything, anything, house, techno, funk, soul. All at one time. But the vibe was so strong. People didn't care. Everything sounded good. They had mounted speakers all around behind the console. and they didn't test the system beforehand to know that the feedback or the sound vibration from the speaker was so heavy that my needle was skipping. And of course they didn't test it because when I went there they didn't even have needles. You know, after a lot of these frustrations, that's why I decided to go digital. I've chosen to work at this skill, so I think there's a lot of satisfaction just committing to something and developing it, going through the ups and downs, and creatively it has given me a lot of challenges. I don't really like to classify music, but I definitely am within what you call house. So within house you've got a lot of subgenres too, such as deep house, tech house, acid house, vocal house, and so within the night I try to go through all of that, but definitely within house.